Spain's health minister has been speaking to the country's Congress today. Salvador Illa saying that the country was approaching the peak of the curve when it comes to new infections and deaths from the coronavirus. That's despite the latest official figures from the Spanish health ministry that said 655 people had died over the last 24 hours. Still a high figure, but a slowdown on yesterday's number. Remember, Wednesday saw Spain surpass China in terms of total deaths from the virus and is now second only to Italy. Salvador Illa going on to say that we are in a war fighting to produce enough masks, rapid tests and ventilators. Illa really echoing the comments made by Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez a few days ago when he described this country as being on a war footing and also describing this period as the most dramatic in his country's history since the Spanish Civil War some 80 years ago when 500,000 people died. Some bad news from the employment sector as the restrictions implemented by the state of emergency really start to bite when it comes to people's jobs. Around 1.5 million people have now been temporarily laid off. One of Spain's biggest employers and biggest department stores, El Corte Inglés, announced that they were having to temporarily lay off nearly 26,000 of its employees, but they went on to add and pledge that those employees would top up the unemployment benefits of all those employees so that they would continue to receive 100% of their salaries during this crisis. Rahul, Pathak, CGTN, Madrid.